welcome to I Found Your Pencil, a podcast showing off some of the daring moments from my life. Today's episode is all about a feeling that I have, an emotion that I have that I'm constantly down on myself about. I think that everybody lives with demons in some capacity. I think that everybody has things inside of them that they're ashamed of or that they recoil with. And it's difficult to look into the mirror and really appraise those things sometimes. Today, I'm not talking about a moment from my life. I'm talking about a feeling that I have, and it's one that I have far too common, and unfortunately, it's one that even though I'm ashamed of, I can't seem to dispel it. So, I guess I'll just cut to the chase and I'll just put it out there. I like watching people fail. And more specifically, I like watching the people around me fail. It doesn't go so far as sabotage. I don't sabotage the people around me. I don't trap them or plot their undoing. But whenever my friends bring me bad news, and whenever my acquaintances and the people I know bring me bad news, there's some sick little part of my ego that gets a thrill out of that. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's the competitive nature in me. I don't know if it's something about my inability to, form really intimate connections with people sometimes. But I love watching people come up short, and it's something that I've lived with for a long time and that I've been ashamed of for a long time. And I can't quite put my finger on it as to why that I have this kind of mental block. But it's nonetheless true. Since I was a child, I remember when I would write stories or when I would play games, I would thrill and marvel when people around me crumbled and when they failed. And of course, I'd be supportive. Of course, I would rush to their aid and I would put a hand on their shoulder and I would say, "You did a great job and I'm proud of you for, doing your best." But inside my heart, inside of me, there's a sick monster. There's a psychopath that doesn't want the people around me to be successful, that wants me to be the most successful person. And hey, I am wholly aware that this is a horrible thing. And I know how bad it sounds. And that's why I'm so ashamed of it. I mean, that's why that I can't tell people about this in my daily life. And it's why with a lot of my relationships and a lot of my friendships, I do wear a mask. And it's not something that I can reconcile, but it's a feeling that I try to keep in check. I try to push that feeling down, and I try to summon up the best parts of me to support the people around me. And God, it's tough. It's a struggle for me. And to be entirely honest with you, I don't know if it's a struggle that I'll ever truly overcome. I guess we all have our own emotional defects and we all have our own emotional cracks. But I think that for me, this morbid interest in seeing the world crash and burn is just one that I can't seem to shake off. I asked on an earlier episode, going to a movie theater where I was offered the opportunity to donate to cancer research, and I said no. And I felt the need to ask, does that make me a bad person? If that doesn't, I certainly think that some of these emotions do. And I don't know what else to say. I'm deeply ashamed of them. And it's like, what do you do with these emotions? I can't give them away. I can't throw them away. I can't change how my mind is programmed. All I can do is just try my damnedest to support the people around me in as wholly enthusiastic way and as sincerely as my mind will afford.